Yo, what's good, guys? I got an Ubers match for you guys today because I gotta play me some 6th gen Ubers. I've been toying in the tier, and all I have to say is that there's been a lot of changes. It's very interesting to see how this tier has been affected, especially by Xerneas and Yavalta. I mean, I knew from the start that both of them were gonna be huge impacts. It's just the impact that they have is just ginormous. And as you're going to see from this match, Xerneas is extremely threatening. I knew that before and I wanted to kind of test it myself, so I kind of made this team around Xerneas and Mewtwo X. Yeah, that's a Mega Mewtwo X. Get at me. But yeah, Xerneas and Mewtwo is kind of where this team started from. I have Jirachi on this team because Jirachi helps me handle Mega Mewtwo Y because I noticed that was a problem when I started building. I have the standard Kroger set because I was like, Kyogre's still good and it's still a bulky water and it's still be able to take hits. I also have Giratina. It's my Defogger and Roar. I also have priority in the form of Shadow Sneak because this team, as you can kind of see, barring Xerneas and to some extent Mewtwo, it doesn't have the greatest amount of speed backing it, especially because that Arceus of mine, it's Arceus Ground. I have it mainly for Zekrom, but I haven't run into Zekrom yet, so I don't know how long it's going to be staying on my team. Again, because preliminarily, this team has a Zekrom problem. If you look straight at it, Banded Zekrom comes in and can just, essentially 2-hit KO everything. So I am still kind of in a 5th gen mindset in that sense, but I'm trying to move into 6th gen, and I know in 6th gen, again, Xerneas and Yveltal are just two giant threats. Kind of how it's kind of funny because last generation, the two new legendaries were the two biggest threats, and I feel like even in 4th gen, even though I didn't play it, I want to say that Dialga and Palkia, especially Palkia, was a huge threat. But what do I know? That's just my opinion. But anyways, we should stop rambling and I should actually play back the match. Just looking at his team right now, I kind of noticed nothing really wanted to effectively deal with Kyogre. I was pretty certain from the start, I won't lie, I was pretty certain from the start his Arceus was Arceus Grass, just because if you make it Arceus Grass, you'll notice between his Ho-Oh and his Kyogre and his Arceus, he can have a Fire Water Grass core. Not only that, but I've noticed Arceus Grass has been popping up in popularity as a supportive Pokemon, especially for defogging, because Arceus does get access to defog. But other than threats on his side, Mewtwo, if it's Super Mewtwo, then I can be in a world of hurt if I don't play around it correctly. But I basically have to keep my Jirachi up at full. That's the only way I really have to handle it. And his own Xerneas, because should he set that thing up, I am screwed, and that is the end. Because I don't have anything with Toxic on this team. My Arceus Ground has Will-O-Wisp as opposed to Toxic. But again, I think Arceus Ground is going to be changing. I feel like a few things on this team are going to change, but you guys will see that in the future. Anyways, I should stop rambling and we should just talk about this match right now, okay? Okay, sounds good to me. So, like I said, I'm just going to lead off with Kyogre because just looking at his team overall, he didn't really have a whole lot that really wanted to handle it, so I'm just going to go right for the Scald as he does show me Arceus Grass, confirming, my suspicion from the start. But I'm not even going to worry because I'm pretty sure he's going to have Toxic or something, and I'm going to go out into Jirachi to scout for that. And to be honest, it does make a world of difference that he has Toxic as opposed to Will-O-Wisp, and you'll see why later in the match. But anyways, I'm just going to get up my Stealth Rocks knowing there's probably not a whole lot he can do as he goes down to Landorus Therian to scare me out with an Earthquake. As I'm going to go out to Giratina, fearing the Earthquake. And he's going to predict that really nicely, go for Toxic. Definitely not something you see on Landorus T in Ubers, but then again, Landorus T, I never really saw much in Ubers last gen to start with. But anyways, I'm scared of the Ice Beam from his Arceus Grass, so I'm going to switch out, go right back into Jirachi, as I'm pretty sure he's going to defog away my rocks, so I just set up my rocks again to be like, look, son, I predicted that. But, he's just going to defog me again, and I'm just going to go for the U-turn, because that Jirachi set is more of a pivot supportive set. That's kind of where I was taking it, but, I have no idea what happens these next couple turns. I don't even know what was running through my mind, why I went out to Giratina, then why I went out to Kyogre. I have no explanation for you guys, I'll be honest. But all I know is I'm going to go right back into Rachi, and basically at this point, I'm just trying to force him out, showing him, look buddy, you can't do anything to me, I have Wish, I have U-turn, I have Stealth Rock so I can keep sitting in here and setting those up if you really want to keep defogging them, and I also have Iron Head too. It's mostly just to catch Xerneas off guard, and if I need to potentially finish something off that I know I can be faster with, I can Iron Head rather than just giving my opponent switch initiative. But anyways, I'm now going to choose the U-turn because even I was getting kind of sick of that. And he brings in Kyogre, which is perfect for me because I'm going to go out into Xerneas. And Xerneas is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. It's a problem. I knew that because I got swept by it. And this man is about to learn the hard way that Xerneas is a problem. So he's got Ho-Oh. And I know people have been using Ho-Oh as as a check to Xerneas, but that's why I run Psyshock on this. Not only that, but I've been using Arceus Poison personally to deal with Xerneas. Because the ones that don't carry Psyshock, they normally carry like Thunder or T-Bolt, and I run a specially defensive one, so it generally cannot touch me. And then I just roar it out. But that's my reasoning for running Psyshock on this. But anyways, I'm just gonna sit in here and just click buttons because honestly, this man has nothing he can do against me. He is making smart plays, however, by throwing out his Ho-Oh and then calling it back and then sending out stuff to sack essentially so he can get his regenerator back up. But this man did get some unfortunate hacks. He didn't get the Sacred Fire Burn, which I guess you could say is technically hacks within itself because it's like 50-50. Okay, let's be honest. But I mean, if he got that, then that definitely would have changed this whole game around because my Xerneas would have slowly been losing HP, and it wouldn't be, like, clearing house like it is right now. But, eventually, just because of all the damage I've been racking up that he's been slowly whittling on me, he's going to take me down. And I bring in my Giratina here because Giratina still has Shadow Sneak, and I'm pretty sure that man just thought to himself, why'd he bring this in? So, I don't think he was expecting Shadow Sneak because I think Giratinas now are kind of more defoggy and supportive, not offensive, but I still like offensive. But anyways, I'm going to switch out because I know there's nothing I can do to this Landorus, and I have Kyogre, and honestly, at this point, the game is in the bag, essentially. I have nothing to worry about because I can just go for Scald, take that out. I am going to stay in here, however, just because I don't know what he wants to do with his Mewtwo, if he's just Super Mewtwo, if he's regular Mewtwo with a Life Orb. I just want to Scald and get some damage off of it, but he is Super Mewtwo. He's going to take me out with a Side Strike as I get a little damage off with the, Scald, and then I'm going to go out on Tarachi. He does have the Fire Blast, but thankfully because the rain is up and I am specially defensive, that will not be able to take me out as I'm going to U-turn, get that damage off that I need, and then go into Giratina, and that is basically the game at this point. He forfeits because he does know I have the Shadow Sneak, but it's kind of whatever because we all knew how it was going to end anyways. But this is my adventures in Ubers so far. Yeah, that's about it. Xerneas is a threat. That's all I have to say. I'll probably use it a few more times. I don't know. But I definitely want to make Mega Mewtwo X work because he did like nothing this whole match. But I enjoy Mega Mewtwo X. I think it's an interesting Pokemon and definitely holds a spot. I did use Super Mewtwo, and I wasn't very happy with it. I think I'm just gonna stick to regular old Mewtwo with a Life Orb because I feel like it's stronger after one Calm Mind plus Life Orb. I'm pretty sure it is actually, if I remember calcs from the beginning of the generation. But thank you guys for watching. I will try to have better battles up. I'm not too high up the ladder right now, so that's why I'm kind of running into this stuff right now. But yeah, that's all, and I will see you guys when I do. Till then, guys, later.